the S7 1200. Remote racks can be added as long as they're the newer I/O types, same as the 1500. You also can add a limited number of cards directly into the 1200 rack, but I'm going to show how you do a remote rack because there's a greater variety of cards available for the remote rack. First, I'm going to assign it to the PLC. Only have one PLC in this project, so there's only one selection. But if you had multiple PLCs, there'll be multiple choices. You can only remote I/O can only be controlled by one master. Now I double click on it and drill down. Here's the rack with the basic head unit. Then I put in. Now I'm going to put in a couple digital I/O cards, just kind of randomly. Going to pick some stuff here. And some basic digital out card, 4 points, 24 volts, standard featured. Maybe we'll throw in an analog card. Analog in here, pick a 2-point voltage input card. By the way, the U stands for voltage. I guess it's a German thing. So when you see that 2 U means 2 input voltage. I stands for current, obviously. Alright, so all the cards are configurable. These are not real high function cards, so we have a few things, but you can choose if you want it to be the separately fed voltage for the external control voltage. You can select what kind of debounce delay filter you can put in for each channel. You can pick one for the template and then just say all of them use a template, or you can individually choose each one. That's the address. That address was chosen because it was the next one available. If you don't like it, you can pick any address you want within 1024, as long as it doesn't overlap another address. You can name your analog inputs here. I'm sorry, your digital inputs and outputs here, or your analog inputs and outputs here. You can select the default table or another variable table. You can always name them other places in the program. There's multiple ways of doing it. But if you don't give it a name right now, you will have to refer to it by its I/O address when you go into one of the tables to name your I/O points. So like here's the analog input card. You can see it does have some options. Again, this is a basic one. Smoothing is how many oversamples it'll take to get noise out. In the US, you always want to pick 60 hertz, and that will filter out 110 and 480 volt, 230 volt electrical noise. And again, you can give it a name. And now I'm going to say I want this analog to be fed by its own separate 24 volts. Not a requirement, but I often do that. Notice the terminals turned white when I selected it. Now that was the auto address, which is the next available IP address. You can set it to whatever you want, or leave it at the its own auto select. It will automatically give it a Profinet name. Again, you can keep that or give it your own. Just got to remember that you always have to refer to Profinet devices by their name and their IP address. They have to match exactly, or the master won't talk to it.